This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets Crypto, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Friday, the 4th of October. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right, yesterday we did not have any positive divergence on Bitcoin, but we do have a potential little double bottom here. If we see a sustained break up over 62,500, then that would have a target in about the 64,800 area, I think. It's so that is potentially in play today. We've got on Ethereum, we had an possible RSI 14 buy signal brewing on the hourly chart, and that has fixed. And the one that was brewing on the Solana chart has also fixed. Neither of those has made target. All right. On the bigger picture, what we're really looking at here is a backtest of the daily middle bands. On Bitcoin, I've got that at 62,654. Break and convert that to support, and we can head straight upwards. On Ethereum, that is at 2512, and again, that's further up. It's also backed up by the 50 DMA. That's going to be, realistically, the canary in the coal mine is going to be Bitcoin, and that would break up over first if we're going to see a break. But these may just be bearish backtests. On Solana, we're back at the 50 DMA. We've got the middle band at 145. Break and convert that, and we are open to the upside. Now, I was talking about the possibility we might see a nice looking buy setup. Where would that be? Well, to do it, we would need to come back and retest the lows. You can see that we're coming off the lows here, and if we would see a nice buy setup here, we would come back, retest the lows, and then head up. How common would that be? Not very common. Bitcoin hasn't actually, this chart goes back 2 years, and it hasn't actually given an RSI 5 buy signal during this chart. So to be honest, that's not something I'm really strongly looking for, because historically we don't seem to get them. In fact, we've got one buy signal on this chart here on Ethereum, and it failed. And on Solana, we've got two buy signals, one of them failed. So that's not something I'm really necessarily looking for. I am watching the targets. Bitcoin didn't quite make the head and shoulder target. It might not, of course, but that target was down in the 59,000 area. That might be as close as we're getting, because we did make the targets on the others. On Ethereum, obviously we had a nice looking little double top. That made target. We have, unless this is a flag, which, as I said, I've got doubts about. I was talking about that yesterday, and why this doesn't really look like a flag, because this wasn't a lower low against this low. So it's not really a flag against this decline. It's a flag against this decline, and it's too big to be a flag against that decline. So I'm not really treating that as a flag. I'm just watching it with interest. On Solana, we've got a possible head and shoulder target further below. We will see, but of course we've got a head and shoulders here. If we see a break which takes us back up over, well, if we get back to 149, then this head and shoulders has failed. So that gives us a clearish bullish signal. Convert the daily middle bands to support after that, and likely we are heading straight up. Until then, obviously there's a possibility we go down further, but I'm not really looking for positive divergence on the daily chart. It is not the same as negative divergence. Not the same at all. It's so it's something that would be relatively rare if we see it, and even if we did see it, they haven't got a great track record of actually making target. All right, great. Let's have a quick look at questions, of which we have none. In that case, everyone have a great weekend. I would like to see a better setup on the lows here, but this might be all that we're going to get. But what I would say is, we're watching. This isn't paralleling what's happening on the equity indices, but it is rhyming to an extent. We've still got some more downside coming, or at least more sideways action likely coming on the equity indices, and we may well see that. We may well see that here as well. Would there be a benefit to a retest of the lows? Not on Bitcoin, really. That certainly wouldn't set up. It would be too large to set up a double bottom there. On Ethereum and on Solana, yes, there would be a benefit, but that really doesn't mean that we're going to see it. So it's all about the daily middle bands to start off with, and if we convert those back to support, then we can go higher. If we can't, then and these have a pretty good track record of holding as resistance when you've got an ongoing downtrend. If we can't, then we're going up. But we will see how that goes. Not really looking for that positive divergence on the daily at all, though, because the history isn't there. All right, everyone, have a great weekend. I'll have everything posted as soon as possible. I'll catch you guys later.